everybody, welcome to GISE Pathshala, Grade 8, Social Science, History. Our chapter is From Trade to Territory. From Trade to Territory. See, in the previous video lecture, we have seen that how Britishers came to India from east to how they came to east. How Britishers came to India. Many challenges they faced in India. After coming to India also, many competitors were there, and the competition was a rival competition. Rival competitors were there, and the trade was carried on by arms. The trade was carried on by arms. All want to do the trade and all want to earn maximum money, all want to earn maximum profit. Such type of condition was there. Then after that what happened? East India Company begins trade in Bengal. See, East India Company begins trade in Bengal. How they started their trade in Bengal? Because as such they came in India for the trading purpose only. They came in India for the trading purpose only. Now the first English factory was established in 1651 on the bank of river Hooghly. The first English factory was established in 1651 on the bank of river Hooghly. Hooghly river is there in the West Bengal. So they started their factory there. What is the meaning of factory? The word, see what the word is saying. Factors means traders. See, company, East India Company came. So company is not a tool or machine, so we can see a big huge machine is there and we can see the machine. But the members, the traders were coming from Britain. Traders were coming from Britain. They were considered as the factors. Traders were coming from Britain. They were considered as the factor in the place. One place they have taken and the place from where they are operating all the things. For trade, whatever things they are operating from a place, that place was counted as factory. So from in a factory what things were available? Warehouses were there, offices were there. So the traders were sitting in the place and from there they are doing all the work. They were operating the things. So the place was counted and considered as a factory. As you know, the main motto of company was to earn maximum profit, to earn more money. They want to earn more money and they want to take money to their place. So now to earn more money, they should do more business. They should expand their business. So as trade expanded, company pursued merchants and traders to come and settle near the factory. See, now you can see Bengal is here. Here Goa, Portuguese territory was there. Here French were there and Britishers were here in Bengal. So now what they were doing, they were pursued the merchants and traders to come here from India, to come here and settle here in Bengal near the factory. They pursued merchants and traders to come and settle near the factory. Pursued meaning in simple language we can say that उनको फुसला के मना के अपने तरफ खींच लिया, like that. So all the maximum they try to catch and maximum they try to take all the traders and merchants nearby the factories. See, now you see, listen, they have started the factory. After starting factory, what they did, they pursued all the traders and merchants, maximum traders and merchants to come and settle near the factory. After that, what they did, after that in 1671, see, in 1651 they started the factory, and in 1671 what they did, company acquired zamindari rights over these villages. Company acquired the zamindari rights. Zamindari rights means right to collect tax. See, now presently in our country also anybody is doing business, trade, then they have to pay tax to the government. So during that time also the same thing was there. And as you are knowing that at that time also Mughals were the pen ruler of India. Mughals were the pen ruler of India and Aurangzeb was the most powerful ruler. So he also laid some of the taxes on all the other provinces. So like that the zamindari rights of these three places, Sultanpuri, Govindapura and Kalikatta. Kalikatta means present day Kolkata, Kolkata, whatever you are saying. So that is the same Kalikatta. So of these three villages, the company took the zamindari rights. Now you think that how they got the zamindari rights? People like them and people are giving them? No, they were not doing like that. What they did, they were bribing the Mughal officials. They were bribing the Mughal officials means they were paying some money, रिश्वत देते थे, लांच देते थे, ऐसा करके like that they were bribing the Mughal officials and they took the rights of zamindari. So the Mughals were there, and as Aurangzeb was there, Aurangzeb see that these were the those who were collecting the taxes. They were the Mughal officials only, because the Pan ruler was Mughals and the Aurangzeb was the powerful Mughal emperor. So what company did? Company bribed the Mughal officials and took the zamindari rights. Now from collecting the tax, so now company was collecting the tax also, so they are earning more money. The main motto of company was that only, to earn more money, to earn more money only. So now what they did, they have took the right also. From here also they were getting the money, and this was not right things in Bengal. These things were not right in Bengal. So the Nawab of Bengals were not happy. Now after taking the rights of zamindari, now what Britishers did, company persuaded Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb to issue a farman. Farman means company persuaded Mughal Empire. See, after previously company persuaded the traders, Pusla liya, Mana liya, like that. Now what they did, they persuaded Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb also and took one farman. Farman means one royal order. A royal order given by the king or anybody. So that was a royal order. And what was according to the farman? Order granting company right to trade duty free. So now British East India Company got right to do the trade without paying tax. Right to do the trade without paying any tax. Now what happens? Company got the right of duty free trade. But what happens? However, these farman were continuously misused by the company officers. But the company officers were also using the right, and they were doing the misuse. They were doing the wrong things using this right. What the Nawab of Bengal and all thought that okay, Aurangzeb had given the farman, so they were agree that okay, we will provide the right, we will give the duty free trade to company only. Company can do the duty free trade. But the officers were also using the farman. They are taking for grant all the things. What they were doing? But many company officers were using concession for private trade. What private trade? See what the British East India Company was doing. They were purchasing the things from here and they are taking to their place for the trade purpose. Purchasing the things, whatever they are purchasing and whatever trade they were doing, and on that they were not paying any tax because of the farman. But now what happens? The officers were going in the market, suppose, and they like one necklace or anything for their wives. And what they were doing? They were saying that now I will not going to pay you any money because the farman is there. We want to take it to our country. But it was not in the business. That was not of the company purchase. Companies was not purchasing these things. They were purchasing for their personal. But they were also not paying the tax. So, and what according to the farman, what was there? Granted concession only to company. Only to company. Only company cannot give the tax. But officials, anything they were doing, taking, they have to pay the tax. And this misuse of farman was leading to the enormous loss of revenue to Bengal. So now that in Bengal there was a loss of revenue because company was not paying tax, okay, but the officers were not paying tax, any tax. So now how they will earn money? From where in Bengal the Nawabs were get money? Nothing they were getting, and there was a huge loss of revenue. Amount they were not taking, amount they were not getting, and how they will sustain. That was a big problem. And at that time, Murshid Ali Khan was the Nawab of Bengal. At that time, Murshid Ali Khan was the Nawab of Bengal, and he felt that it was not right thing. Britishers were not doing the right thing, and he was not happy at all. Now we have seen that how the Britishers started their trade in Bengal. How Britishers started their trade in Bengal. They started trade in Bengal, but after that, how the trade led to battle. How the trade led to battle. What happened? Conflict between company and Nawab of Bengal. As we know that because of the farman and all those things, in Bengal the revenue collection was very less. In Bengal the revenue collection was very less, and because of that the Nawab of Bengal, Murshid Ali Khan, was not happy at all. And so the conflict, slowly the conflict started between Nawabs and the company rulers, whatever is that. Now the conflict between company and Nawab of Bengal was there. In between, what happened? See, till now what happened? The Aurangzeb was there as a Mughal emperor. So the other Nawab of Bengals were following the whatever Aurangzeb was saying. But situation immediately changed after the death of Aurangzeb. Situation changed after the death of Aurangzeb. What happened after the death of Aurangzeb? Bengal Nawabs asserted their power and autonomy. Now they want that we don't want to be with the Bengal. Now we want our separate provinces, our separate territory we want. See, previously, suppose, as you know, here the Bengal is there. Previously the big area was under Bengal. Now what the Nawab of Bengal were telling that now we don't want to be with these all things. Now we want our separate place, our separate provinces, our separate territory. So, and they started their own power, independence things. Now they are not under Aurangzeb. So whatever they want to do in their own territory, they can do. So now they got little bit power that now we are independent, we can do anything in our own provinces. Now, who were the Nawab of Bengal? Murshid Ali Khan became the Nawab of Bengal. When Bengal became the separate provinces, independent provinces, independent territory, at that time, who was the first person, the Nawab of Bengal? Murshid Ali Khan was there. After that, who came? Alivardi Khan. And after that, who came? Sirajuddaulah. After that, Sirajuddaulah became the Nawab of Bengal. So these three were the Nawab of Bengal. After that, what happened? They refused to grant the concession to the company. Now, they thought that now we are separate and whatever we want to do, we can do in our territory. So first of all, they told that we will not allow British East India Company to do any trade without paying tax. First of all, they told that they have to pay the tax. They laid heavy duties also on the British East India Company. After that, what the Nawab told that you stop doing all the fortification. You can't do the fortification. So now the fortification also stopped, tax free, trade also stopped, heavy duties were laid on them. At that time the Britishers were started making coins also. Britishers coins भी बनाने लगे थे. So Nawab told that you can't make any coins also. All such type of prohibition was there on the British East India Company. So now British East India Company became angry because suddenly all the things stopped. All the things stopped. So British East India Company also became angry and they told that this way all the Nawabs will do. Then what? How we will do the trade? And how we will earn the maximum profit? See, their main aim was to earn maximum profit. So now they were a bit in a confusion that now how we will earn maximum profits. So now both are on the opposite way. One side company rulers were there and one side the Nawab of Bengal were there. Because these three Nawabs were the strict ruler. They were not going to follow whatever company was saying yes, 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 and they were not like the puppets. So they started doing all such type of things. Now one side company rulers were there and one side the Britishers were there. One side the Nawab of Bengal was there. Now the company is saying that we want to do fortification. But the Nawab was saying, no, you don't do the fortification. Company was saying, we don't pay the tax. The Nawab was saying that you have to pay the tax. Company was saying the duty was very much. So the Nawab was saying, no, you have to pay the heavy duty. So such type of things were that they were totally opposite to each other and conflict, again and again conflict was there. And the intensified conflict means बढ़ती जा रही थी अंदर conflicts, more and more conflicts, and at the end point what happens, one side company rulers were there, one side Nawab of Bengal was there, and these conflicts led to Battle of Plassey. Battle of Plassey was considered as the first battle of Britishers with Indian rulers. So this was considered the first battle, and because of all these conflicts, now you remember how Britishers came to India. They started trading in India, and after started trading, the trading led to the battles. And this Battle of Plassey was considered very important battle in the history of India. So this we are going to learn in our next video lecture. Thank you.